Alarming accusations of human traffickers approaching people in tri-state shopping areas.
As a local nonprofit claims, it has a team of former gang members out rescuing victims. Well, now the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is investigating those claims. 9 on your side's Julie O'Neill is digging into the group's efforts to raise money. Julie.
Tanya, Urban Success Mentoring is doing fundraising here while refusing to disclose its board members or any of the people involved in the organization, an organization that claims it's doing some very dangerous work.
I'm Paulette with Urban Success Mentoring.
Citing safety reasons, Paulette gives only her first name in this newly released YouTube video describing what her nonprofit does in Cincinnati and throughout the tri-state.
We have all kinds of people within Urban Success. We have the gang members that I used to work with. It's dangerous work.
Paulette tells the I-Team former gang members she met while working as a sign language interpreter at a Cincinnati school regularly rescue victims of domestic violence and human trafficking, the main focus of her Ohio nonprofit established in June of 2016.
He's very dangerous. I don't know what we're going to run into.
I met Paulette in March as she was speaking at this meeting of Sims Township neighbors about her group. She described a woman her team would be rescuing that night.
He has pistol whipped her, he has beat her, and he's now telling her friend who called us that she's fine. It's all good. Misunderstanding. We're going anyway. That was cute, but no. We're taking like 9 people.
I think it can be very dangerous.
Erica Yingling with the YWCA, the Tri-State's lead anti-domestic violence agency, worries that kind of intervention can be risky.
Because we know when people flee domestic violence situations is when 80% of the homicides occur.
The women on the team are all survivors, so we can relate. We've got that real life experience.
But Paulette says none who provide counseling or crisis intervention are professionally trained.
We are not social workers. We're not law enforcement. Nothing even close to that.
So no formal training?
Right.
As a nonprofit, do you do background checks on your team?
No, because I know everybody personally that I bring onto the team, and their backgrounds don't bother me.
You've said that they're former gang members. That doesn't bother you?
Not at all. I depend heavily on them.
Paulette says they also work as bodyguards for victims in court.
I would think a bodyguard in court could potentially escalate a situation and maybe even cause more danger.
Our team is amazing. They're all volunteer.
Paulette claims no one gets paid.
Who receives a salary or payment for rescues?
Not a dime to anybody at this point. We're all volunteer.
I asked Paulette why her website states each crisis run and court escort costs her team approximately $150.
Because I do pay the team members that go. I will give them something because again, a lot of us will take off work to go.
So it's not all volunteer?
Not completely.
How do you get to 150?
Well, gas, food, and then the compensation.
Urban Success has a place to donate on its website, and the I-Team has confirmed it's held fundraisers at a local Chipotle, Pizzeria Locale, and Castle Skateland. The website states, in 2018, our goal is to begin to acquire our own property to use as emergency crisis shelters, stating it takes us up to 5 hours to find an available bed in a shelter, and most shelters will not accept male sons of our victims. The YWCA runs the only domestic violence shelters in Hamilton and Claremont counties.
We never turn anybody away who is in a dangerous situation. In addition, we respond very quickly to those situations of crisis, and anybody can enter in, including male children. And so it's important for us as a public to know what's real and what's not, because you know, if this message is getting out, it might really prohibit somebody who needs emergency shelter from getting it, thinking, I'm never going to get in anyways.
Paulette would not disclose to the I-Team any victims she's helped or names of her team members who she says are constantly out networking.
We're heavily involved in the location and the rescue of people who have been taken for the purpose of trafficking.
She says she's in all the neighborhoods night and day. Everybody knows her and her team. Do you?
No, I've never had any interaction with her or her team.
The Salvation Army has. It oversees End Slavery Cincinnati, which takes the lead on human trafficking in the tri-state. It confirms one of its representatives has met with Paulette and determined there was no connection between the two agencies, and we have both gone our own ways.
We would love to build more bridges with, the social service community and with law enforcement, but you know, time constraints.
I'm sure this lady has some background, some history that makes her passionate about it, but there is definitely a line here that's being stepped over.
The sheriff of Claremont County, where Urban Success is based, wants this made clear.
I want people to understand, if you're a victim and you need our help, get our help. Pick the phone up, call, have law enforcement respond. Have the why, if you need a place to stay. We've never had an issue getting somebody into a shelter. I'm worried about something like this, putting out these false narratives, and you lose the real victims in the process of that.
Sheriff Leahy tells me he has spoken with Paulette since last night's I-Team about his concerns and expectations going forward. Urban Success has not been charged with anything illegal. As mentioned, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is investigating. Meantime, domestic violence and human trafficking are serious realities here in the tri-state. I've tweeted out these hotlines if you have suspicions or concerns of either. We also have them right now on WCPO.com. And anytime you or your team is approached by someone in public in a way that feels shady, police want to hear from you.